Oh my gosh, you're all right?
Yes.
I hate that I have to meet with Christy and be all fake nice to her about signing my book release. But after seeing her fall, I just hope that she doesn't have an excuse not to sign, like, oh, my fingers are broken. Oh, I have a concussion. I've already heard that excuse.
What's up, girl?
As you know, I am writing a book.
Yeah.
Right now, we're like picking and choosing with stories to tell and not to tell. And one of the stories that my editor is interested in is when I first moved out, which was your birthday that night.
That was a scary night.
Yeah, being dropped on your head by a bouncer and then me having to follow you in the ambulance. I was like, this is how y'all roll in LA?
There's some things I just want to leave in the past and don't want to talk about.
Like what?
I'm ashamed of things I did. Certain things I don't want my kids to read. You know what I mean? I think it's really cool that Terra's writing a book. I mean, she's led a very interesting life. But the idea of her airing my dirty laundry for her benefit? I don't think so.
You're totally against being called a midget, right? So like, that's something I want to be clear in my book. And now I've stumbled upon this video that you did where you were all about being a midget.
What video?
You're just not tall enough. You're just not tall enough.
Oh, is it a spoof? Okay. I'm sorry. Are you kidding me right now? I thought Terra was trying to get me to sign the release. What does that video I did years ago have anything to do with Terra's book?
Midgets versus Mascots was before that. How do you judge me for like then even being in that movie when I had no idea and yet you're like lipping the words to this music video where you're totally okay with it?
When I did that video, I needed money, and I'm not saying that it was right, but I'm sorry if I offended you.
I didn't plan on bringing up the video until after I got Christy to sign. But I'm just so disgusted about the M word, especially after all I've done to try and get people to stop calling us that. But before I knew it, I just had diarrhea of the mouth. And I really hope that I have not ruined my chances of getting her to sign the release. I am hoping that I can get everyone's signature on the book. I want everybody to be a part of the book, but this isn't about your story. It's not about like Brianna's story. It's not about Tanya's story. It's about like things I was going through. And so I'm just curious if you will sign to be a part of the book.
I, too, have wanted to write a book. Would you do the same for me?
You're writing a book.
Well, slowly, yeah. I've been wanting to do a book on what I've gone through and where I was, and my recovery, and where I am now.
Wow, that's astonishing. It's mind-boggling that Christy wants to write a book about her recovery. She never wanted anyone to know about all of the things she did when she was drinking, but now all of a sudden she wants to write a book about it. Does she even remember all the she did?
Would you sign my release?
It's almost like a double-edged sword in some ways for me to sign your release because you do get to read what I write about you before you finish what you write about me. My concern is that once my book is released, if there was something that you didn't appreciate, and then all of a sudden it's like World War Terra in your book.
I'm not going to be vindictive, Terra. I think it's only fair if I write a release, you write a release.
If I were to tell you that I will not sign for your book, would you tell me that you wouldn't sign for my book?
Yeah.
When you put the 6 of us in a room, you can't expect every moment to be drama-free.
It's perfect if you want to look like the 40-year-old virgin.
I've had enough.
You've got to be kidding me.